Something feels off.
Why are you... Why?
It doesn't matter. Let's look at some shelfies. In this video, we're gonna look at your sent in shelfies, the board game shelves with tons of different games that we usually really love. Maybe this will be the first time we hate one?
No.
We're gonna jump into looking at some shelfies, we're gonna rank them, and we're also gonna suggest a game you could add to that collection.
Let's just get to it.
Yeah, let's stop talking and jump into the first shelfie, which comes from Maxique.
We have 2 shelves. 3 shelves? 2 shelves.
2 shelves.
This is a kids game shelf. High school, boom,
Especially
let's go!
Especially the wine and totally kids.
That makes sense. You pull out the game, give it to the kids, you open the bottle of wine so you can handle all the chaos that's happening, then proceed with the game night.
You have the big ones, Nemesis, King's Dilemma, Be the Kraken already there.
Okay, why are the ticket rides not next to each other? I could bring the whole family and we could play the games, because I saw how much wine you have. We need to suggest something that he doesn't already own.
First thing I would suggest, take Dune Imperium out of the wrapping paper.
Is it in wrapping? Really? I'd suggest Queen's Dilemma.
Even if you didn't like King's Dilemma, Queen's Dilemma will have a lot more like Euro-ish elements, more game.
More game.
We're super excited about that one.
I was gonna rate it fantastic, but then I saw the Guinness sign. Guinness is one of my favorite beers. I want it.
It's all about booze for you, huh?
Your kids haven't grown up so much. You're gonna get there.
I'll say fantastic. A lot of different games that I could easily play.
Let's admit it. You didn't give it. I want it because the Dune Imperium still in shrink.
Take it out of the shrink, send the picture again, and then we talk.
And place ticket rides next to each other. Then we're good.
Next one comes from Charles. He has 3 shelves with a lot of minis, bobbleheads,
big games, ton of expansions, not a ton of different games. So it looks like Charles likes the game and then plays the game with tons of expansions.
Well, I can suggest one game that I have all in, Eldritch Horror, because he likes cooperative games. Big box, you can get tons of expansions, and it's just a really, really good game. Our ranking system is a bit flawed because I want to be friends with him as well. I want to just go to his place, play any of these games. It's a fantastic collection. This is one of the rare shelves. I wouldn't take anything out.
Well, really, so many Azuls and both the Splendors? Both of the last shelfies were from our Patreons. If you become our Patreon and send us a shelfie, or better yet, post it in our Discord channel, which is another perk that you get access to, you will always be featured in our videos.
Next one is Board Gamer.
Every time I see these one shelf collections, neat and tidy, and think, why can't I be like this?
And talking about neat shelfies, we're actually gonna clear Giannis' shelfie really soon. Trashing all of Giannis' games. All of them. That video coming soon.
Eclipse.
Big boxes. Space. Speaking like space.
Yeah, definitely.
Bitoku, so heavy Euro games. Good looking games. All of these are good, colorful looking games. For this shelf, I would suggest Great Western Trail.
It is heavy. It is okay looking.
Could fit here. It wouldn't ruin the view. And all of your are, I think, highly rated games. Not just us, but also from BGG.
I'm ranking it as a fantastic shelf that I want to be friends with. So like right smack in the middle.
You know what? I want this shelf.
Really? Because it's so tidy and it has
It's
Sleeping Gods and Terraforming Mars?
And all of those games are my games. You can play almost all of those games and we'll have the bestest of times. I know that's not a word, but I just used it, so deal with it. Jockey. He has a lot of good looking shelves right away.
Wow, that's really neat. This is less neat.
This looks like our shelves. Okay, so let's jump into the first one, which looks amazing.
A lot of Euros, mid-weight to heavy, Living Forest.
So Great Western Trail, yeah, gamers, a bit more rude. So it's either nature, animals, and that sort of thing, or story games. So we would suggest Lands of Gazir.
Sleeping Gods, but lighter and family friendlier. It's an amazing story game where you each play an animal that has their own like agenda to do, but you together have to solve also problems that are happening in this animal kingdom. If you like Sleeping Gods and you like these light animal themes, there's also some darker themes there, but it's not super dark.
I would rank this as friends for sure, because well, I love story games as well, so all of that shelf, let's go now. Dungeons and Dragons, it looks like you're a dungeon master, so you can set up a game night for sure. I have one question.
Go ahead.
What does that button do?
I saw it and I thought that's something probably you don't want to push. No, I know what it is for sure. So you lure people into your home and you go like, no, we're not gonna play games. And you go, and all the shutters and the doors, and they just can't get out. And you're like, Lands of Galzier, let's go, I got a new game.
Next one is from Daniel E. Oh, a lot of colorful, interesting games for sure.
It looks like a good start, like a good seed for a great collection. It looks like he's like, I'll try a little bit of that, see what's what. And immediately, first thing that I see is like Scadia. That's one of those games that after we reviewed, I said, it's a great game, but if I put it on my shelf and something blocks it, I totally forget about it. And since then, I've been thinking about it. And I've been thinking, why don't I have Cascadia? It's a perfect game to play with non-gamers or families. Why don't I have Cascadia?
He also likes like a bit lighter games, and he's testing out different things, and dice thrown as well as like dice chucking, so he's okay with luck as well. I would suggest Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Okay.
A lot of people have said a lot of good things. It's a bag builder, which means that you have a bag of tokens and pull them out and see what happens, but you can put into that bag and build it up. You play with your odds, and it's a really fun family game that everybody can play and would be colorful, interesting, would look good on your shelf.
There's definitely treasures there. It's a fantastic start for collection. It's always good how we like go, it's less than 50 board games. It's a good start. Never consider that that's as high as this person wants to go. He's like, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, we have a problem.
Yeah, indeed we do.
So this is Andres' shelf. As he says himself, it's quality over quantity. Eclipse is pretty popular here.
And he asked for a recommendation for a game that is €1 for 2 players.
So from this shelf, one that sticks out, because I didn't see it in the previous ones, is Through the Ages, which is a massive civilization game. It's lengthy, it's difficult, and it's really good. It's really good. It's massive, it's great. You just need other players to be as crazy as you and play it.
I'd suggest something we reviewed fairly recent this year, Earth. I've played it with 2, I've played it with 3, I've played it with 4, and it works great with any number of players. What it does amazingly is simple rules, but deep gameplay. And I think you'd like it, and he has gorgeous photography there.
Yeah.
Because he has a camera there.
I think that's the perfect one. From all the suggestions we've done today, that's the perfect one for this shelf.
The next one is from Verdinius. He says he has a small, humble collection. Yeah. It's not that small, to be honest. And he asked, could he get 2 recommendations? And since this is the last shelfie of the video, we'll give him 2 recommendations. He wants something that he feels is missing, and a heavier Euro that he and his wife can play on a weeknight. So that's probably not something that lasts 2 hours. Always when I see Dune Imperium on a shelf, I go, this shelf is good. It doesn't matter what else is there. What do you think about Castles Burgundy?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, and I think it's not too long. With 2 players, I think it can be up to an hour, maybe around that. Yeah. It's not the heaviest. It's definitely lighter than some of the ones you have here, like Ark Nova, Terraforming Mars. It's much lighter than those, but it's still a bit crunchy, and it is one of my favorite Euro games of all time. Lighter party games, social deduction,
the crew,
Euro games, heavy Euro games. We feel like you are missing a co-op game that also plays well with 2 or solo, and that is maybe smaller and more accessible than its big brother.
Very specific. Yeah. Spirit Island is one of our favorite games. My favorite games of all time.
I like it. Crunchy and nice, sometimes too crunchy.
There's tons of bad guys starting to live on the island and you want to get rid of them, so you play cards, buy new cards, a bit of deck building.
This one's a good start because it's cheaper, it has like a bit of downgraded components, but if you like it, you can easily buy the bigger one. It can work as a mini expansion to the bigger game. Yeah. Horizons of Spirit Island or Castle of Burgundy or both. There's a bonus victory points if we guess from which country Verdinius is.
Hungary.
Hungary.
Are you from Hungary?
And there's definitely treasures there.
Lovely, amazing collection.
Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to be certain that you are featured in one of these shelfie videos, consider supporting us. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed these shelfies, because we did.
Yeah.
And now we want to play so many games.